Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to the first autumn haul. And I have been literally counting down the minutes until this video because if you are new around here, and you may well be, or if you've been around here for a while, you'll know that the seasons to me are probably the most exciting things to happen throughout the year. I get very excited. I love the changes. I love the diversity that we have in seasons here in the UK, and everything changes in my world from season to season. I have like a huge wardrobe overhaul and I have a huge home overhaul, and I enjoy changing things out, giving things a refresh each season, and it's very exciting for me. So excuse me if I get very excited in this video, but I have been waiting for this for so long. And I ordered this before my holiday and it arrived whilst I was away, thankfully. Otherwise I would have spoiled all of the surprises before I'd gone because I would have worn them whilst I was there. But I wanted to get into a very large, oh my god, haul of new in autumn pieces. Now you know that I'm learning new things and I'm trying to be better with my hauls. That's a personal journey and a choice that I'm making and moving towards within my own parameters. I think that's the right word. And I'm learning to buy things that are more timeless, things that are gonna stay in my wardrobe season on season. And I think that there are a few items that are in stock on MyTheresa right now that I've purchased previously or ordered previously or have had as part of a collaboration that are timeless. They come back season on season, much like my Joseph leggings, my acne cardigans, my acne coats. I'm also going to talk you through why I picked these pieces and how I feel they're going to have some longevity in my wardrobe. Longevity. Me and the English language. I do think that I'm going to be taking a few of the colours from this season into next season. Sage, you are coming with me, okay? We are one, Sage. Me and you, we're in it for the long haul, as well as lilac. I feel like lilac, tan and black looks good. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into this huge box. I have my box opener. No cheese knives today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put you down on my coffee table. I had lots of lovely messages when I did my previous video about how I shop for luxury items, about this setup. I'm so glad you like it because this is my new favourite setup. I feel like it's very me. We have the Reciprocate. I should let you know at this point, before we get any further into the video, that this is a integrated paid for partnership with MyTheresa. I do these often, and I work with them oftenly. And it's a joy to work with a brand that understands like the space so well, and we don't get dictated to on what we have to order, how much we have to order, nothing like that. These are all items that I have personally picked myself, some of which are paid for with a gift voucher, which is a part of the collaboration. More than half of the items I have paid for with my own money. So, who will we package by today? Sakina. Thank you, Sakina. Oh, this box is an actual snuggle fest. I'm sorry. In advance, I'm sorry, because we are about to take snuggling to a whole new level. So first up, we have, this is from a brand called Jardin des Oranges. Oranges. And they had lots of lovely 100% cashmere items on here. And what I am after at the moment, and you will see the sense that I'm trying to make with these items shortly, but I really wanted a beautiful, timeless, chic, but simplistic, but also comfortable and soft jumper dress. To be able to wear with tights, with boots, with a belt cinched in at the waist, and just really sort of something just easy to throw on. You know, and I say this every haul, I like things that take minimal effort. I like things that you just throw on, they look beautiful and feel beautiful, and I'm comfortable. I'm kind of over wearing things that I'm not comfortable in, and this is definitely one of those pieces. I thought the colour was really beautiful. It's like this oatmeal style jumper dress, nice and lightweight as well, which makes it really good for layering and popping under your coats, as it can be quite difficult in winter time because you've got a coat that fits you, but the moment that you put a jumper underneath, it's a little bit difficult. So I'm going to pop this on, I'm going to show you what it looks like on, I'm going to talk you through what I like about it, whether I'm going to be keeping it, if I feel like it fills a hole in my wardrobe, and I'm also going to show you how I'll style it. You might see some other items already from this haul in there. So without further ado, let's get the first item on and get into the video. Okay, I think it's safe to say that this is an absolute classic. It's got the perfect height neck. I often find that if I have necks that are too high, it kind of accentuates that I don't really have the sharpest of jawlines. So this is the perfect, most flattering neckline I think I could get in this style of jumper. The colour is so timeless, such a beautiful oatmeal colour. It's absolutely perfect, great for layering, a beautiful lightweight jumper. It's easily cinched in with a belt just like this one from Alexander McQueen, and it's such a wonderful length for a jumper dress as well. It can be worn completely loose or cinched in like this. You'll see I've styled it up with a blazer. That's the Totem blazer that I got last year. It's an absolute classic, and I feel like this is one of the items. I've actually been looking for something of this sort of weight in fabric for such a long time, and I'd never even heard of this brand, and I just saw this, I was like, I've never heard of the brand, but that looks like my kind of jumper. So I will definitely be looking into more items from this brand because this is so nice and so snuggly. Such a timeless silhouette, and I think that's something I really want to stress with this piece, is that much like the Totem blazer, there are certain items that you can buy and you just know it's never going to date. As long as it lasts in my wardrobe, it's not going anywhere, and so this is an absolute keeper for me. Next up, we have a jumper from a brand called Nanushka, and this is, if you'll remember, one of my favourite style choices of last autumn winter. It was the one shoulder trend, and I am not giving up on that yet. My Max Mara one shoulder shirts are still very much in use, very much in rotation, especially like my one that looks like a jumpsuit. Oh, I love that one. This is a really beautiful like chocolate brown knitted jumper. It also has a tie waist with it. You'll see this far better when it's on, and a nice big chunky sleeve. I thought that this would be really nice with like leather trousers, or even with skirts. I've got quite a few like faux leather skirts that this would look quite chic with tucked in, and I think it feels really nice and soft as well, and something that will take you through sort of the transitional period when it's a little bit colder but it's not quite there yet. Like today it is so dark outside, but it's kind of warm. It's weird, whatever it is. So let's pop this on, style it up, and show you what I think, whether I'll keep it, and what I like about it. Okay, so I thought this Nanushka jumper was going to be my least favourite item, and I did think I would end up sending this back, but having put it on, I absolutely love the fit of it. I love the statement style to it. I actually really like the fabric. I like the cinched in waist, and I think this is one of those jumpers that can be worn a multitude of ways. When you want to look dressed up whilst on a night out or something like that, or going to like friends for dinner, it's like a jumper but with a little bit more something to it. It also looks really nice thrown over some crop leg trousers. I've popped these with my Altuzarra trousers and some Manolo Blahnik Maysails, and it just looks super easy, and I love the fact that it's really nice and stretchy, so you're not worried about losing its shape at all. And I actually really surprisingly like the colour of it. This is not a colour I would usually go for in terms of knitwear. It's quite dark, it's not black, but I do think that there may be people that find this itchy. I know that Ali would find this itchy. I don't find this itchy at all. This is like my perfect kind of border of like wool and softness, if that makes sense. But really happy with it, so I'm going to be keeping this and definitely wearing this for the transitional period. It's more of a statement knitwear. It's not very good for layering, so that is something to bear in mind, but for me this is a style that I love and I find really like flattering on me, so I think that this is one of those items that isn't potentially as classic, but I don't think it's going to date in the way that some items with lots of prints and things like that could, so it's a keeper for me. Next up, what do we have here? So these were the jumpers that kind of kick-started the haul. These are from Altuzarra, and if you know, oh my god, they're even more perfect in real life. The length of them is so perfect. But I didn't realise they had this kind of mottled, oh I love this. I'm so happy. These are kind of like an off-the-shoulder knitted jumper, but they're also kind of cropped. So they'll work really nicely with high-waisted trousers and high-waisted skirts. Just something to sit off the shoulder, but not be one shoulder like this one, but just a little bit of something, a really nice transitional but wearable and comfortable jumper. So much so I bought 2 of these in different colours because I felt like my wardrobe could really do with some kind of knitwear like this. When I don't want knitwear that's like right up to here, this cute little off-the-shoulder detailing, which I think will be done way more justice when I put it on, but they've got the full length sleeves, so you can roll those up if you want to. Really beautiful, soft, I believe cashmere. I got 2 of them, so I believe it's cashmere. Yes, 100% cashmere, and this is the fabric. Let me show you the fabric up close. It'll play with the camera a little bit, but it's this kind of flecked detailing to it, which makes it a little bit more interesting. So that's that colour of it. I also wanted to show you the black Altuzarra jumper on, and I wanted to style it up completely differently. I wanted to pop it on with a leather pencil skirt, although this is faux leather, and this is one of my favourite silhouettes for winter, sort of going out dressing, having a cute or chic jumper on, but then really cinching everything in, so it's a little bit sexy. And I popped it with my Christian Louboutin heels that I purchased from MyTheresa last year. And I get so much wear out of them, especially when I go out. And especially in winter time, I definitely feel like Louboutins tend to, well, the black ones anyway, definitely tend to come out in the winter a little bit more. But this could be worn with a more like tailored pencil skirt as well, if you wanted to wear it to the office in winter time or in autumn time. But for me, this is just such a good look, and it's so simple, and at the top of my list all the time, it's comfortable. So I'm really, really happy with these 2 jumpers. I love the length of them. They're perfect for wearing with high-waisted items, and they're super flattering, and just that little bit of skin there. And I also purchased it in the grey. So I think the grey, you'll be able to see a little bit more. It's got this open neck. It'll just kind of sit off the shoulder, and it'll look super simple, but still be making a really nice sort of style statement with the knitwear. It is quite a lot more cropped than I imagined it to be, and I am actually really, really happy about that, because I was worried that I would be tucking it into skirts and things like that, but I think this will work really well, because I tend to just wear high-waisted trousers and things like that in the winter, especially like my vegan leather trousers that I got last year, and also like skirts and things like that. So that is the grey one. This almost has like little bits of pink and little bits of like a minty green, but I'm not sure if it'll come across on camera. But there's a lot more to these jumpers than I actually realised when I was ordering them, and they're both from Altuzarra. I ordered some trousers from Altuzarra which are really high-waisted, so these will go perfectly with those as well. There are certain items that you find online and you're like, oh, I think this is going to be good. It's rare that they arrive and they're better. And these jumpers from Altuzarra really are so much better. In fact, kind of a little bit redeeming after the trousers, because I got the trousers and they're just so big. I still need to have them altered and taken in, because literally the waist is just way too big on me. But this is just such a flattering neckline, and it's just a little bit of skin, so you're not going to get cold if the temperature does drop, which at the moment it's definitely not. But it looks really nice with the belt. You're going to be sick of the sight of this belt, I promise you. It looks really nice with like tight cigarette style pants, tight sort of jodhpur leggings style pants. So far, everything I've tried it on with, it looks great with. So I'm so happy that I bought both colours, and they are so soft, so wearable, and so timeless. I am over the moon. This next item was the one that I was so excited about. This is an item, I nearly gave it away then, but this is an item that I have felt has been missing in my wardrobe for such a long time, and I really feel like you're going to see this so much throughout my wardrobe. I've wanted something like, let's just get it out of the bag. Let's stop faffing. Okay, this is an Alexander McQueen waisted belt, but it's so simplistic, but yet it just looks incredible. Now, it's probably not gonna show up quite so well until I try it on, but it's basically like 2 belts, one slightly bigger than the other, very simple gold buckles. There's no big like designer emblem or anything like that. It's very understated, but still looks very high end. And this is the kind of belt that I've wanted for ages, to just cinch in my clothes, cinch in coats, jumpers, especially at this time of year. Go with a lot of my belts and bags with the gold detailing to it, but just not be so branded, if you know what I mean. And when I saw this, it was a no-brainer. I wasn't sure on the size, that is the only thing. So, oh, I think it's gonna be okay, you know. I went for the second from smallest size because I was just like 65. There is no way I'm 65, but perhaps, maybe, I'm gonna have, maybe. We'll try it on and we'll find out and I'll let you know. Such a beautiful item, just plain simple black. I thought with the oatmeal jumper dresses it would look so nice. It's also got the same finish as my church's boots, my little military boots, so I thought it'd look really nice with those as well. So the moment that I saw that, I snapped it up. This Alexander McQueen belt is definitely the win of the haul. I love this. It fits perfectly. It's exactly what I wanted. It goes with so many of my handbags, and it's totally understated, but with a little bit of design statement as well, with the two differing sizes in belts. This will look so great over winter coats to cinch those in, blazers, oversized blazers, knitwear, cardigans. I am going to be getting a lot of wear out of this belt. Really happy with this, so this is staying as well. I'm keeping both of these. The final knitwear piece, which I could not resist. Again, oh, this is just so gorgeous and so snuggly. This is a big, oversized, fluffy knit jumper. I've got something similar from Acne, I believe, and this is from Isabel Marant. I thought this with like boots and leather leggings, like faux leather leggings or leather trousers, would just be such a beautiful like snuggle vest. Like look at this big, oh, it's slightly longer as well, so if you're having one of those days when you're like meh and you just want to throw something on and hide your midriff, I just think this is one of those items that, again, this can be cinched in as well and made to fit nicer, but can also be worn oversized. So let's pop that on and show you what it looks like, because oh, it's so soft. It's so soft. Okay, first of all, I am very happy with this jumper. First of all, because it's got a really nice light weave to it, so it's something you can add vests and layers underneath to if you want to make it warmer and thicker, but also keep it quite cool as you go through the transitional periods, as we are now, because it's raining, but I've got a sweaty upper lip. But also, you might have seen in the cutaways, they'll be right there, that this actually could be a jumper dress as well. I would always put some protective shorts underneath and a slip dress, but it is long enough to be a jumper dress as well. So if you wanted something a bit chunkier, something a bit more full with regards to the weave rather than the other one, the previous one, then this is definitely something that you will love. I've cinched it in again with the Alexander McQueen belt, which I love, but this is definitely staying. This is quite similar, but not the same as the first one because of the size of the knit of it. This is something that will take me well through winter, and just a different feel of a jumper dress, but also that really nice big oversized almost cocoon batwing style. But this one is definitely one that I will be wearing a lot of this season, and I actually really like this so much. I like the outfit as well. I've styled it up with a pair of Chloe boots. These Chloe boots are 3 or 4 years old now. Sadly, they never did these boots again. I wish they had, but they haven't. And there's just a lot to be said for a really good pair of leather boots, black boots, and I get so much wear out of them every season. These are so flattering, and I always get so many compliments on them, so you'll be seeing those a lot this season. I'm a little bit let down by Chloe's boots this season, but there's still time. I'm hoping that there will be more that come out over the autumn winter months, because I don't love the ones at the moment. I was really on the hunt for like a nice pair of riding boots, and I haven't found them. So I'm sticking with these, and I'll be wearing these throughout the season as well, but cinched it in with this belt. Again, this will layer under coats, slightly bigger coats, and it's a win. This one's staying. Okay, and finally, now, I'm not sure about these boots, okay? I'm not sure, because I don't think they looked very good on the model. I'm hoping they're gonna look better on me. These are a first from this brand. This is from the brand Brunello Cucinelli, and these are a slightly different take. Oh, I really like the packaging of these, very fancy. This is a brand that I look at often and I'm like, oh, how much? But for these, you see, I thought this. I read, no, I don't think they're right. I read, no, they're welly boots. These are Wellington boots, and I read the description on them and it said leather boots. It's only this top bit that is leather, which makes me really sad, because these are just really expensive Wellington boots. If you can see, they're not leather at all down here. and I did read, because I thought they look a little bit like Wellington boots, but perhaps I've got that wrong. So these will 110% be going back because they're not what I expected them to be. Sadly, I thought that these were going to be like really beautiful and classic riding boots, and sadly they are not. They're Wellington boots, so I'm not even going to bother trying them on because I don't need to spend that much on Wellington boots. But I think that we'll try them on. I'll show you what they look like in case you are in the market for some very expensive Wellington boots. But sadly for me, those will be going back, and I will be on the hunt for a very beautiful classic pair of like sort of riding boot style boots, if that makes sense. Ooh, it's just saved me some money. These boots, I'm so sad. I really am so sad. I was so hopeful that these were going to be my dream, like riding-esque boots with the really beautiful sort of tan chocolate brown top, and then what I thought was going to be leather boots, but no, these are very, very, very expensive Wellington boots with a little bit of leather on top. So unfortunately, I will be sending these back. They have a nice amount of heel in them as well. They've got a slightly elevated sole. So if you are looking for Wellington boots that have a little bit more of a heel to them, that give you that elevation, and if you are in the market for some very, very, very expensive Wellington boots, then these might potentially be the boots for you. They are definitely not the boots for me, and I don't think that they would ever see the wear in my wardrobe. So these are the items that I will be sending back, sadly, and I will continue my hunt for the most perfect pair of riding boots that can be worn not for riding. So let me know which one was your favourite item in the description box down below. Also let me know what you are looking forward to wearing this autumn. Is there any particular pieces that you've kind of had your eye on and have wanted to like take the plunge with? I am fighting against the light at the moment, so I'm going to tidy all of this stuff up and get comfortable for the rest of the day. So yeah. As always, all of the items will be linked in the description box down below, so it should be all